it's so interesting how we don't realize things until the announcements come out. Apparently, the U.S. Senate just confirmed the first black woman to the Supreme Court.
The first black woman, so there had been a woman there before.
Yes,
but this is the
but
first
the first
black
woman.
Yeah.
I'm like, why didn't
grand.
we know this? You know, it's like some things never actually come to light until, you know, a milestone like this has been reached.
Ketanji Brown is her name?
Yes, Ketanji
Congratulations
Brown
to Ketanji Brown Jackson.
There's so many different milestones like that that happen, and they just seem to pass by. But my question now is, why is it that it took so long for something like this to happen?
But come on.
I'm thinking about how forward-thinking we consider the Western world.
I get you, though. Yes, it is a question that should be asked. You'd think that all of these things would be things of the past, and only just now we're getting that opportunity to have a first black woman in that position. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I thought it was a great fit when Okonjo-Iweala was elected, the first female president of the World Trade Organization.
Yes.
So, yeah, perhaps it's like it's in its own pace, even if it is not in the this climb.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm wondering about how. I'm also wondering about how men feel when they are, in quote, judged. This is a real judge now, judged by a woman, in quote, and then by a black woman. Do you think that has anything to do with the reason why it's the first time it's happening?
We all know we know the U.S. and their history with blacks and all of that. So going into all of that, we already know. But you see, one thing that really stood out for me was when during a hearing in the House, the different, some people who voted no, and a lot of people voted along party lines. It was a 53 to 47 vote.
That's close.
So it was definitely along party lines, you know. And it was how a lot of them said, "Oh, she has the qualifications, she has a good story." You know, the Americans love a good story. That's why when you go to their reality shows, you go to their game shows, just give them a good story.
Yeah.
And everybody is good. She has a wonderful story. Yeah. But I'll vote no. You know, and you know the person was voting along party lines. And there's someone who says, she has family values, she's well qualified for it, but I'll vote no.
Wow.
So anyway, no. So
So
there's a compilation of the no votes and all of that. But you see, she's not there just because you're trying to be inclusive. She's there because
she's competent.
Yes.
Competent.
And you know, they said it was the fastest that anyone had been appointed, actually. That when Trump was there, it took a lot longer for the votes to be well, hey, we kind of understand that. But I'm just wondering if there's just a time for everything to happen.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that is it.
Besides the fact that there's always a time for everything to happen, right? I know I said we shouldn't probably bring this up, but now that the question is, why did it take so long? To be very honest, some women actually caused these things.
Mike, thank God we're not the ones that are saying this. Let's listen.
No, to be very honest.
Let's listen to you.
The situation you were talking about how, like, someone literally said she had uttered...
Oh, tell that story. Tell that story.
Exactly.
Tell that story.
Like, okay, maybe you should actually talk
So
to me.
that was exactly where I was going, because there's a video that's viral online now where a lady, a black woman, actually was trying to avoid jury duty. For people that understand what jury duty means, it means they sit on a panel and they judge, they're part of the judging of cases. But she said she didn't want to stay for jury duty. When the judge asked her why, she said because she has to service her sugar daddy.
Frivolous.
So that's the thing, and she's
real.
one of many women. So despite the fact that other women are there actually doing the work, putting in the time and effort and everything it takes to actually be in these public offices and even general
and stand up for women.
Actually, people and ladies that actually go by the whole, oh yes, we're in a patriarchal society, and then try to shrivel away from their duties. And of course, I really know of a story of a friend, really close actually, that literally, even like she does a job that's actually in a male-dominated field. But then again, when it's time for her to stand up to her duties, she's literally like, oh, okay, the men should do it. And every little thing that happens, she always plays the female card and the lady card. So a lot of people, ladies actually do that. So, I mean...
well, Winfrey,
so ladies have to step up. No,
that's very objective. I like the fact that Winfrey was very objective about this, because I've seen instances where this argument goes very awry and but it's true now.
As much as we try to side women all the time, the truth is sometimes some women just put themselves in positions where they
don't get to. But then it's all a big shout out to her.
Congratulations.
Achievement.
Yes.
Talking about achievement also, I also want to give a shout out to Tiger Woods.
Yeah, Tiger, go Tiger.
Of course, playing professionally after an accident that could have taken his life.
Yeah.
His ankle, a lot of things were broken. He's back up. Big shout out to them also. And of course, over the past week also, quite a lot also happened in Africa. Thomas Sankara, whose mother has been sentenced to life imprisonment. That's Campore. But then he was tried in absentia. He's in Ivory Coast, and he was just given a life sentence. But he's there in exile. We don't know how that happened. But then he was known as Africa's Che Guevara. Very, very revolutionary young man.
Yeah.
Was assassinated at 37 years. But well, we love that the rule of law. I mean, this is a past president who ruled for 27 years. That's talking about Campore, who was, convicted for his murder.
And we hope that one day Nigeria will get to that point.
What she said. Let's do a break. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be back.